Hey, what's up, Arnimane? My name is Arnimane, and welcome to my first Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire ORAS Wi-Fi Battle. And today we're taking on Twitter follower Money Mega and Pat. His link to his Twitter will be in the description below. And if you want an opportunity to face me in a Wi-Fi battle, make sure you follow me on Twitter. It's the best way and the easiest way to set this up. I'm taking on Money Mega and Pat, and we're doing a UU battle. I did bring some RU Pokemon such as Tyrantrum and Mega Pidgeot. And yeah, so I'm bringing Rotom Mo. Probably my favorite Rotom form out of all of them, mainly because I'm biased because I love grass type Pokemon. But he's running Trick and Scarf, so I love that little trickery, the little annoyance that Rotom Mo can bring. And he's bringing, and I'm bringing the Exploud with Choice Specs as well as the Mega Pidgeot, a Life Orb Tyrantrum, a Leftovers Melodic, and of course Life Orb Arcanine. I think it's a pretty solid team. Patrick is bringing a slew of Pokemon that I'm unfamiliar with or really hate, and he's bringing a Porygon Z. I never know how to take care of them, and they're always scary, especially because, you know, adaptability Tri-Attack, that is fucking scary as hell. He's bringing Houndoom, which is obviously his Mega, because he has no other options for Mega on his team. He's bringing the Milotic, Electros, something I'm unfamiliar with as well. Forges, which is pain in the ass, stalling motherfucking cocksucker, and of course Crocodile, something I don't think I've ever taken on before, so it should be interesting in my opinion. So anyways, with all that out of the way, I'd say we jump into the Wi-Fi battle. So as you guys saw, he led in with his Crocodile. I'm going to lead in with John Deere, my Rotom Mo. Not going to over predict anything. I'm just going to go for the lead storm, hoping he stays in, which he does. He does stay with the Crocodile. Maybe not expecting me to be Scarfed, and that's why I went down just like a liot. So he's going to go out into Houndoom, and obviously I'm not going to want to stay in here. I don't know why I didn't Volt Switch, because I'm Scarfed. I could easily outsped him and hit him with a Volt Switch. But regardless, I swapped out into Milotic here, predicting him to hit me with some kind of fire move. But even if he went for Dark Pulse, I'm pretty sure that Milotic here, Elegance, my Milotic, could just eat that up. But he goes for Flame Charge, I guess, not expecting me to switch. I don't know why. But regardless, he's going to get the speed boost, and he's not going to want to stay in here. But I'm going to go ahead and go for Scald anyways in case he, you know, decides not to swap out. But he does swap out. He swaps out into his Electros, which is okay with me. I'm not familiar with Electros that much, so I decided that the best thing for me to do is to just stay in, take either electric move or in this case a grass move. He goes for Gauge Drain on me, and we actually ate that up pretty well considering it was super effective. And I'm just gonna Dragon Tail him out. I was kind of expecting him to go for Coil. That's what I usually see Electroses do. It's just Coil. Like, you know, he probably thought I was going to swap out and get a free Coil off, but I didn't want that at all, so I went for the Dragon Tail on him. And he gets Dragon Tailed out into Florges, and the Florges is going to go for the Calm Mind here, which tells me he's not the Wish Protect Toxic set. And I didn't want this thing to set up, and so yeah, mistakes were made. Well, you'll see that in a few seconds here. But I'm going to go for the Scald here, praying for the burn to help whittle down its health as much as possible. But of course, with Leftovers, it kind of just cancels that out. So now that I see that he's the Calm Mind set, I kind of want to get rid of it. So me not paying attention and being dumb and new to Wi-Fi battling, I completely forget that Fairy type Pokemon are immune to Dragon type moves. So he's going to go ahead and set up with another Calm Mind, and I'm going to give him a free turn here when I go for Dragon Tail. Like a retard. So obviously I'm not going to stay in. There's not much I can really do to the Florges, especially now that he's set up 2 Calm Minds and his special defense is skyrocketing. So my only option here is to swap out into something that can take a fairy move coming my way, a +2 fairy move, and something that could annihilate this thing in one shot. So I'm going to switch out into Arcanine, who I really need to nickname. I have a nickname for it, I just haven't nicknamed it yet. So here comes the Intimidate, which does not even matter, but he's going to go ahead and hit me with a Moonblast, and surprisingly, Arcanine eats that up for a +2. Well, I wouldn't say eat that up, but for a +2 Moonblast resisted, I think Arcanine did pretty good there. Brought me just below 50%, which is alright. So he's going to obviously swap here. He's not going to stay in to take a Flare Blitz, and that's what he predicted. He predicted me to go for a Flare Blitz, but I'm not stupid. I figured I'd go for a Wild Charge, because it'll hit everything on his team neutrally, for the most part anyways. And of course, if we went into Milotic, Hell's gonna do some super damage. So like I said, little protected there. Little protection there, which works out in my favor. Obviously, he went into Milotic and took the wild charge. Didn't take that very well. So, anyways, he's gonna protect. He's gonna scout to see if I have extreme speed, which I do. So he sees that I have extreme speed. This thing is not going to live in extreme speed. Obviously, he wanted some leftover healing as well. Why not? While he's still in. So, seeing that I'm just gonna flat out go for the extreme speed. He decides to swap out into Electros, who could maybe, he'll take that probably decently. But I'm not stupid. I'm not falling for that. I knew he was going to swap out, so I went for the Flare Blitz. And he's going to pay for his mistakes. Electros goes down in one shot with the Flare Blitz. And of course, Arcanine is also going to go down to the recoil. Unfortunate, but he put in the finest of work. He brought down a Pokemon who is very defensive, and I'm always weary about, because you never know what it's going to do and how hard it is going to do. But anyways, he goes out into the Florges, and I went out into John Deere, Rotom, Mo. And because I figured he was going to set up another Calm Mind, I went for the trick here. But he didn't. He went into, he locked himself into Psychic, which is, okay, sure. I don't know what he was planning on me doing, where a Psychic would be useful. But regardless, now he's locked in the Psychic, so I figure this is a good opportunity for me to just Volt Switch out and go into something that could at least decently take the Psychic. So I'm going to go out here into Tyrantrum, who I also need to nickname. And I figured it was going to do like half or something, but it didn't even come close to that. Didn't even come close to half. So anyways, he's going to go for the Psychic yet again. And Tyrantrum is just going to eat that up. I'm going to go for Home Claws here, which raises the attack and accuracy of Tyrantrum. And the reason why I have this is my, I think, Head Smash, Rock Smash? No, yeah, Head Smash set. Or we kind of focus on Head Smash, which would be a lot better now with the hidden ability being released very shortly. But anyway, so it raises the accuracy and it allows me to hit Head Smash. But regardless, I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. That way I avoid the recoil damage and just take the life forward damage and blah, blah, blah. Down goes the Florges. So that's two, like, really defensive Pokemon out of the way. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling really good about this thing. So he's gonna lead it. He's gonna go into Porygon Z here, and I didn't need Tyrantrum anymore, so I'm gonna let Tyrantrum fall to an Ice Beam from this motherfucking Porygon Z. So now it's time for me to go into Elegance here, and I know it's a big risk here because I know these things get Thunderbolt, but I figured Milotic could take it pretty decently. But anyways, he goes out, he decides to swap out into Milotic. I figured it was because he knew he could take the hits that I have and just go, or the hits that I dish out, and just go for recovery and get his health back, which right here I was kind of bummed. I was like, oh man, good play. But he decides that not having the recovery was a good option. So I'm going to swap out the John Deere here, and he's going to go for Protect. He's going to go for Protect. And right there is when I knew that Milotic's only recovery was its leftovers. A lot of sets don't have Protect and Recovery together. I don't think any sets have Protect and Recover together at the same time. So he obviously protects again, and he's going to now swap out into Houndoom. So I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt, trying to get as much damage off on any of, or all of his Pokemon. I'm no longer Scarfed, so there's no way in hell that I outspeed this Houndoom. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a hard switch and get the hell out of here and go back out into my Elegance, or my Milotic here. And this is when I knew the Dark Pulse was coming. He kind of caught on from the first mistake that he made in the beginning of the battle. But regardless, we still kind of eat that up. We eat that a lot. We still have recovery as well with Recover. So anyways, he's going to go for the Dark Pulse here. I think what he's doing here is hoping for the flinch, but unfortunately he does not get the flinch. And I'm going to go ahead and finish off his Houndoom with a Scald. See you later, Houndoom. It was nice knowing ya. The crit totally did not matter one bit. So now all he has left are, I think, Milotic and Porygon Z, I believe. So he's going to go into Porygon Z, and he's obviously going to go for the Thunderbolt here. And I didn't need him anymore. I didn't need Elegance anymore. You're a great, awesome Pokemon. Thank you, Elegance, for all your hard work. But now it's time to send in Furete, my X-Cloud, to do some cleaning up here. And this is why I love X-Cloud so much. So powerful. That Stab, Choice Spec boosted Boom Burst is going to go ahead and one-hit KO at Porygon Z. And of course, Money Making Pat is going to send out his last Pokemon, Milotic. He's going to try and get a little bit of health back in hopes that, you know, since it is specially defensive, it could live a Boom Burst, but there's no way in hell you live in that. So he's going to go for a Protect, get some leftover healing, but really all you did was make the battle one turn longer. He's going to hit you with Scald, which is not going to do that much. Surprisingly, he has a little bit of a... Exploit has a little bit of a special defensive beefness there. But anyways, I'm going to finish him off with a Boom Burst, and that's going to be the battle. Thank you very much, Money Making Pat. Great job. I enjoyed every second of it. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure you like the video, show your support for the channel, show your support for the series, especially if you want to see more Wi-Fi battles from me in the future. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay dirty.